Welcome, everybody, to the Breathitt County High School Baseball Complex as we get set for the 55th District Baseball Championship game between the Breathitt County Bobcats, the 1 seed coming into this tournament, and the Wolfe County Wolves, who were the 2 seed coming in. Wolfe County defeated Jackson City the other night in the opening round game, and they qualified for the game here. Of course, it was supposed to be played last night, 7 o'clock. They did cancel the game a little early. Probably a good call. Some of the storms that came through, some really heavy rain right around 4 o'clock, probably would have made it very difficult to have played last night. And I did talk to Justin Combs, Coach Combs from Breathitt County earlier today, and he was telling me that they were here till about 10 o'clock last night working on the field, getting it ready for today. And you can still kind of see, James, there between first and second, some of the damp spots that probably would have had some standing water today had they not been here yesterday after the rain.
But you can tell that the coaching staff and the school system takes great pride in this field. We're very blessed to have 2 excellent softball complex and a baseball complex in the Breathitt County school system. And just thank you, Justin Combs and Coach Groves and the ball players for getting this field in great shape. And Steve, have you heard any plans or times for when they will draw for the regional appearance?
I have not. Of course, the first round games for baseball will be played on the 22nd, which is Monday of next week. We're going to do 2 games at Perry Central, 2 games at Hazard.
So it'll be the first round?
Yeah, so they're going to the entire first round over with on that Monday. Tuesday, semifinals, Wednesday, championship game. I haven't heard anything about the softball tournament yet. Hopefully we'll know more about that maybe tomorrow during the softball championship game.
Now the semifinals will be at Perry Central?
And, yes, and championship game.
Tuesday and Wednesday?
Yes.
I imagine 6 and 8 for the first round games and semifinals, I'd imagine.
That's what I would think, too. I've not heard anything final on that. Again, I haven't heard anything final on when they'll draw either. But they're getting ready to play the national anthem. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to take about a 2-minute break. Well, let's do 3 minutes. We will be back in 3 minutes. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
welcome back to the Breathitt County High School Baseball Complex as we get ready to start the 55th District Championship game. Going to run down the batting lineup for Wolfe County real quick. Leading off in center field is Molans. Oliver is at first base batting second. The catcher Wilson will bat third. Evans is in the cleanup spot at second base. Wisman's on the mound batting fifth. In right field batting sixth is Voiles. 7, 8, 9 is this way. Fallon at short. Holland the DH. And Holland at third. And give me just a moment here. I'll get the first names on the two Hollands. As that's Jackson Holland, the DH. Jaden Holland at third. And then not batting is Truett Molans, as Jaden Molans is the leadoff batter for Wolfe County. Breathitt County aligned defensively this way with Bellamy on the mound. Turner behind the plate as first pitch taken by Molans for strike one.
Breathitt County has a record of 18-14. Wolfe County 14-15 on the season.
The 0-1 taken for strike two, and the count is quickly. No balls, 2 strikes. Rest of the defensive lineup for Breathitt County this way, third to first in order. Tincher, Howard, Aiden Combs, Cox as a swing and a miss on the 0-2 for strike three. That's 1 up, 1 down for Wolfe County here in the top of the first. Left to right in order for Breathitt County. Andrew Combs, Stacy, and Richie, and Combs, the Kentucky Christian University signee.
Big time congratulations to Combs. Just an outstanding talent on the basketball court and baseball diamond, so good job, Andrew.
First pitch to Oliver, the lefty, takes strike one.
Number 19, Camden Oliver. He is a freshman.
As Bellamy has his sign. I say he has his sign. Now he does. Winds and delivers. Breaking ball that will stay low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, a beautiful night for 55th District baseball action. Championship baseball action.
The 1-1 is going to be fouled off for strike two. Runs a count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. We do have another camera angle tonight. We've got the center field going as we've had in the past, but we've also got a camera up the first base line, and I want to thank Rick Hensley for running that camera for us tonight as the 1-2 is up and away for ball 2, count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hard to believe, Steve, we're already in postseason play.
Oh, I know. The break-even pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first for the Wolfe County Wolves. Base is still empty. As Wilson, the catcher, at the plate for Wolfe County.
Number 23, Wilson, he is a sophomore for the Wolfe County Wolves, dressed in their rolled black tops, blue letters, white trim, white bottoms, white pants. Of course, the Bobcats home white uniforms, blue pinstripes.
I don't know if the pinstripes are coming across on the TV screen if you're watching on YouTube or your phone or whatever. But, yeah, white with the blue pinstripes there. It's the first pitch to Wilson, a big swing and a miss for strike one.
Of course, tomorrow evening, Wolfe County versus Breathitt County 55th District softball action.
The 0-1 is taken for strike two. So no balls, 2 strikes. Bellamy ahead in the count. Yeah, sorry, James.
Sorry about that. Base is empty.
0-2 is upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big crowd here tonight on the banks of Pambo Lake.
And the 1-2 taken for strike 3. 1-2-3, top of the first for Wolfe County. As we go to the bottom of the first, scoreless. We will be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Breathitt County High School Baseball Complex. We go to the bottom of inning number 1. Scoreless. I'm going to run down the lineup real quick for the Breathitt County Bobcats. Leading off is the catcher Turner. At third base, batting second is Tincher. The left fielder Andrew Combs is in the 3 spot. Batting cleanup tonight is the shortstop Howard. On the mound is Isaac Bellamy. He'll bat 5th. Cox is at first, batting 6th. Second baseman Aiden Combs will bat 7th. Crisp is the DH for Breathitt County. He's in the 8th spot, and batting 9th in right field is Richie. Stacy is the center fielder, not batting for Breathitt County. Defensively aligned this way for the Wolves. Wisman on the mound, Wilson behind the plate. Third to first in order. Holland, Evans, Oliver, left to right, Mullins, and Voiles.
And 52, Robbie Turner to lead off the Bobcats in the bottom of the first inning.
Takes the first pitch, does Turner low for ball 1.
Longtime official Gary Hammonds calling the balls and strikes behind the plate.
As the 1-0 is outside for ball 2.
Steve, so the champions of the 14th region, where is the state tournament held?
Well, they do it differently than most sports. As the 2-0 is taken for strike 1, what they do is they do kind of like a semi-state.
Yes, sectional type deal?
Yeah, where you'll play another regional champion before you get to the state tournament. State tournament is actually at the University of Kentucky's Kentucky Proud Park. As 2-1 going to be fouled off for strike 2 to run the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And how about the softball state tournament? Where will it be held at?
I don't remember the name of the facility, but pretty sure it's out in Owensboro. And that one, you go ahead and go to state, and then you play kind of almost a round-robin style. As the break-even pitch fouled off once again as the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Strange how they operate both tournaments in different formats.
Yep. Again fouled off on the 2-2 by Turner. Extends the at-bat. Wisman, the 6'4" right-hander from Wolfe County. I was talking to John Couch, who helps us on 97.3 just before the game, talking about that extra height. It affects the angle of which the ball comes at you, as the break-even pitch is now upstairs for ball 3. Runs the count full.
His dad, Ernie Wisman, the assistant coach in the dugout at Wolfe County.
Here's the payoff pitch. Low and away for ball 4. Leadoff walk issued to Turner, and Breathitt County will have Tincher to the plate with nobody out and a runner on first.
Number 12, Brady Tincher. He is a junior for the Bobcats. And, folks, we are on YouTube tonight.
Yep.
You go to YouTube, type in WJSN 97.3. It should pop right up.
Be the first one there. You'll see it's live.
Live and in living color.
Breathitt County with a runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning as Tincher at the plate. You got a little bit of a timeout over at first. They're trying to adjust the way the bag and stuff was. Now we're ready to go. Wisman will go from the stretch with the runner on. We've seen Tincher swing a good bat so far this year. His first pitch he'll take for ball 1.
Turner at first base for the Bobcats.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And the 1-0 is taken low for ball 2.
Tincher plays football for the Bobcats as well.
And this pitch will be lined in the center field. They make the catch, trying to get the runner at first, double him up, but Turner able to get back safely, as that's 1 out here in the bottom of the first for Breathitt County. Hit that on the nose, did Tincher, but right at the center fielder.
Andrew Combs, number 32.
Combs has been right at the top of the leaderboard for home runs in the state.
Yes, he has.
Most of the season as he's up with a runner at first. They throw over to first. Turner back safely. Andrew Combs would love to get Breathitt County on the board early. A lot of room down the left field line if he pulls it. As Wisman sets, delivers. First pitch taken for strike one. Runner goes to second. Ball it into center field, and safely in is Turner with the stolen base. That was strike one, so Combs down in the count. No balls, one strike.
You said earlier Combs has committed to Kentucky Christian up there in Grayson.
Yep. If you're watching YouTube, I apologize. The count on the graphic is wrong. The outs are right. And the runner did go to second base.
So congratulations to Andrew.
Combs with the line drive base hit up the middle as Turner will round third. And they'll hold him. It'll be runners at the corners for Breathitt County with one out.
Sebastian Bash Howard. So glad to see this young man back for the Bobcats. And that scary injury, Bash Howard, number 34, a freshman.
First pitch to Howard, taken for strike one. Combs will go down to second. And no throw, basically a defensive indifference. So two runners in scoring position. Breathitt County trying to take an early lead here in the bottom of the first.
Bobcats are cooking here with one out.
0-1 count to Howard. The 0-1 is a breaking ball that will break is somewhere out of the zone for ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, no score, but the Bobcats are in position to score.
And I want to make a point, not say anything about the umpires, just from where we are, our angle, we don't have a good angle of where the pitches are. Here's a hot shot ground ball into left field. 1 run in, 2 runs in, and Breathitt County will take a 2-0 lead on a 2 RBI single by Bash Howard, the freshman for the Bobcats.
Big time hit by Bash Howard. Bobcats are on the board. 2-0 here, and only 1 out in the bottom of the first. And we do want to thank everybody for tuning in to WJSN 97.3 Kingdom Mountain Sports on 97.3 and on YouTube, Steve Neese. We want to thank you for all your hard work. You and our engineer, Rick Hensley.
We'll call him the engineer, yeah.
Senior engineer.
He's out working the camera up the first base line for us. Ecstatic to have 2 camera angles working.
Yeah.
We got it the other night in the softball game, had it going on YouTube.
Absolutely.
We got it going tonight again here for the baseball game. And reminder, tomorrow night, the softball championship game will be at 6 o'clock over at the Breathitt County High School softball complex. Same 2 schools, just fast-pitch softball.
And just right next door.
Yep.
Isaac Bellamy, number 8, the junior, and trying to help out his own cause.
Breathitt County, a couple of hits, a couple of runs so far. As Bellamy, first pitch, will foul it off for strike one.
Got Bash Howard at first with 1 out.
Wisman going from the stretch with a runner at first base. Now throws over to first. Ball gets by the first baseman. Howard will not go anywhere. He'll stay right where he is. Not enough room behind the bag there.
Smart move by Bash Howard to stay put. Howard, a pretty good lead.
No balls, 1 strike to Bellamy at the plate. Here's a ground ball to short. They'll have to throw to first, get the out, but a productive out as Howard does go to second on the ground ball.
And number 2, Reese Cox the junior, up to the plate for the Bobcats.
Cox a chance to add to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. So far, 2 runs, 2 hits for Breathitt County. 2 outs, though, with a runner at second. Wisman will check the runner, delivers to the plate. Cox will foul that off. Left field side and out of play for strike 1.
Not a good place to park, Steve, behind that third base.
Said it for years,
Yeah,
James.
not a good place to park.
So 0-1 the count to Cox at the plate. Howard out at second for Breathitt County. Again, Bobcats lead it 2-0 as Wisman sets, delivers. Big swing and a miss from Cox for strike 2.
Nice pitch by Wisman. Also plays basketball for Coach Robert Scott Creech, the athletic director. Long-time boys basketball coach at Wolfe County.
Wisman with the 0-2. Blown away, ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Howard still at second base. 2-0. Bobcats leading, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, bottom of the first.
Base hit could add to the lead if Cox could get a hold of one. Here's a chopper to third, and it scoots by right down that left field line. Howard will score. Cox will stay at first. RBI single for Cox and Breathitt County, and it is 3-0 Bobcats.
Number 4, the 7th grader, Aiden Combs, up to the plate for the Bobcats. Cox at first base. Now 3-0. We're still in the bottom of the first.
So Combs will dig in. Now Wisman steps off. The play call came in, checking out defensive alignments, and the pitch call too. Got all that on the wristband as Wisman from the stretch with a runner at first. Sets, delivers, taken for strike 1.
Nice pitch by Wisman. Bobcats have a runner at first base.
The 0-1 inside off the plate, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just a beautiful night for high school baseball. Foul back.
Combs will foul the 1-1 out of play. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. That's Cox after a base hit. Breathitt County leads 3-0 over Wolfe County. 3 runs on 3 hits so far. 1-2 pitch once again, fouled off. Combs, the 7th grader, doing a good job keeping the at-bat going.
That young man has a lot of potential.
Absolutely. There was another kid that started as 7th grader. He's a junior right now. That's Isaac Bellamy. As the 1-2 in the dirt, wild pitch will allow Cox to go to second.
Bobcats now, with Cox, have a runner in scoring position.
Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on the break-even pitch. Did it hit him? They say it did.
It did hit him.
So a hit by pitch will bring up the DH, Crisp.
Eli Crisp, number 0, a freshman for the Bobcats, of course, coached by Justin Combs, assistant coach Tim Gross. Justin Combs' first year, also assistant football coach for the Bobcats in the fall.
It's his second go-around as head coach for the baseball team. It is his first year in the second stint. But, yeah, looking for his first district championship as the head coach. He's got 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Breathitt County has plated 3 so far, and they'd love to do more. 3 runs on 3 hits to this point.
Cox at second base. We're still in the bottom of the first, 3-0 here. 2 outs. A long bottom half of the inning.
For Breathitt County, they'd love for it to be even longer. Wolfe County would like to end it soon as Cox takes off and Combs goes to second on a double steal by the Bobcats. And the pitch was taken for ball one.
Bobcats now have 2 runners in scoring position, 2 Bobcats.
Yeah, so a hit could extend the lead even more as the 1-0 taken on the outside corner for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And 2 outs.
Wisman still going from the stretch with runners at second and third. 1-1 goes low and away for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Bobcats leading 3-0.
2-1 going to be fouled off. Runs the count even at 2-2.
And 2 outs. Bobcats trying to tack on a few more runs here in the bottom of the first inning.
Break even pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Wolves do get out of the inning, but Breathitt County plays 3. They lead it 3-0. Going to the top of the second. We will be back in 1 minute. Due up for Wolfe County are 4-5-6 Evans, Wisman, Voiles. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to WJSN 97.3 King of Mountain Sports. Steve, Bobcats leading 3-0 here as the Wolfe County Wolves go to the top of the second.
Due up for Wolfe County 4-5-6. That'll be Evans, Wisman, and then Voiles. Breathitt County was able to score 3 runs on 3 hits. Stranded a couple of runners, no errors by Wolfe County in that first. As we go, like James said, to the top of the second, little bit of a pressure lifted some when you get that early lead for the pitcher. Allows you to be a little more aggressive.
Absolutely.
And that kind of thing as far as when the batters come to the plate. So Evans will lead it off. Digs in here in the top of inning number 2. Bellamy winds, delivers. Low and away, ball 1. Bellamy took 12 pitches to get through the first inning on a 3-up, 3-down, 1-2-3 first.
21 Chris Evans, a freshman. Well, this Wolfe County roster loaded down with underclassmen.
The 1-0 was swinging a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Only 1 senior, Truett Molans, that is listed on this roster.
Wolfe County, a very young team. As the 1-1 taken low for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Bobcats
leading 3-0. At the beautiful Breathitt County Baseball Complex on the banks of the Pambo Lake.
It's a 2-1 pitch. This one's taken for ball 3. A hitter's count here at 3-1.
Since beside our friend James David Fugit here of the Times Voice, I have plenty of pictures of this game online tonight. Does a great job promoting our student athletes.
Here's the 3-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Makes the count even. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Evans leading off the top of the second for Wolfe County.
Bellamy on target.
And payoff pitch going to be fouled back. Count remains full at 3-2.
Now Bellamy's family is from Wick, and that's a used to be a baseball hotspot.
Oh, absolutely. Had their own field.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, as a junior, when I played at Breathitt, we played some home games up there. Played Harlan Independent, played, of all teams, Lexington Dunbar.
How come?
They were redoing the football field and the baseball field, playing Bermuda after the 95 state championship team. It was my junior year.
Well, how about that?
Did it in the spring of 96. We played a few games at home before that happened, and then we had to move up there. Lee's College, before their team disbanded, also played some games up at the field at Wick. As payoff pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's 1 up, 1 down here in the top of inning number 2 for Wolfe County.
So the Bellamy, Strongs, and Moores have a strong baseball tradition from the Wick area of Breathitt County.
Wissman at the plate. Again, base is empty for Wolfe County, the left-handed hitting,
Number 34, Max Wissman, a junior.
He throws right, bats left, and a swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1.
Just a freshman.
Wolfe County very young. Of course, both these teams are. Breathitt County with 2 seniors, Wolfe County with the one as well, as the 0-1 taken for strike 2.
Base is empty here for Wolfe County.
Bellamy able to stay ahead in the count. Get ahead early anyway, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch, a breaking ball that stays up for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And like you said, probably the regional draw will be a day or two, I'd imagine.
I would imagine maybe Friday, Saturday at the latest, with the games on Monday as the 1-2 up and away for ball 2, count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, graduation for Breathitt County scheduled for Saturday. 1 out. Base is empty here in the top of the second. 3-0 Breathitt County. Played those 3 runs in the bottom of the first, as Wissman will call time at the plate and step out. Good crowd on hand here at the 55th District Championship game.
Yes, sir. A big crowd. The Bobcats always
break-even pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out. Number 2.
Nice pitch by Bellamy.
And that'll bring Voiles to the plate. Nobody on and 2 out.
Like James Davis, if you could say 5 straight strikeouts for Bellamy. Definitely on his game with those pinpoint pitches. So 5 straight strikeouts for Isaac Bellamy. Going to play a big role in next year's Breathitt County Bobcat basketball team with new coach Jeff Honeycutt taking the reins.
Excited to see Honeycutt as the Breathitt County coach. As Bellamy has his sign, he'll wind the first pitch to Voiles. A breaking ball got Voiles chasing for strike 1.
Number 4, Dalton Voiles. He is a junior for Wolfe County, coached by Matthew Rigsby. Wolfe County and Breathitt County has developed into a good, healthy rivalry in all sports.
It has. The 0-1 outside for ball 1, count even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the lights are on here at the Breathitt County Baseball Complex. And we are on YouTube live streaming this evening.
1-1 pitch, grounded to short. Howard Fields throws to first for out number 3. Again, a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the second, as Breathitt County will go to the bottom half of inning number 2 with a 3-0 lead. Due up for the Bobcats will be 9-1-2. That's Ritchie. Then top of the lineup, Turner and Tincher. Back in 1, this is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the bottom of inning number 2 as Breathitt County with Ritchie, Turner, and then Tincher coming to the plate. As the first pitch to Ritchie taken for strike 1.
Number 5, Blake Ritchie. He is a senior for the Bobcats.
And he'll foul off the 0-1 for strike 2. And Wisman quickly ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Ritchie, one of 2 seniors for Breathitt County. Andrew Combs, the Kentucky Christian signee, the other senior.
The 0-2 pitch across for strike 3. A 3-pitch at bat for Ritchie, and it's 1 out for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. As that rolls to the top of the lineup for Breathitt County is Robbie Turner, who walked in the first, stole a base, and scored a run. Comes to the plate with 1 out, nobody on.
Now, speaking of Andrew Combs, he should be the 14th Regional Player of the Year. And
we'll see how it comes out. They release those, is it the end of this week or next week? First pitch swinging, Turner hits it right down that third base line, but foul for strike 1.
Robbie Turner hitting .313 for the Bobcats.
He's done well in the leadoff spot for Breathitt County, at least in the games we've had.
Absolutely.
We've seen him do very well in that leadoff spot. Is the 0-1 to Turner, taken for strike 2. So Wisman again ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 2nd with the 0-2 delivery, Turner will pop it up, foul. Will it get out of play? I believe it will. So still no balls, 2 strikes.
Turner, 15 RBIs, 4 doubles. 7 stolen bases on the year for Robbie Turner.
Wisman winds, delivers, 0-2 pitch is going to be popped up high behind third base, shallow left field, as going over and making the catch is falling for out number 2.
Here comes Brady Tincher, number 12, hitting a Bobcat leading .439.
He flied out to center field back in the first. Now, it was a productive out. It did allow the runner. Actually, I take that back. The runner did not move to second after that, or on that. It was after that on the stolen base.
Brady, a good athlete.
First pitch, Tincher, takes in the dirt for ball 1. Got the first name on there anyway. 1 ball, no strike. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of inning number 2. Breathitt County with a 3-0 lead as the 1-0 taken for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Tincher at the plate. 2-0 delivery. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
Should get a good pitch on this one.
3-0. Going to be grounded to short. Evans fields, throws to first for out number 3. Breathitt County a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 2nd. We go to the top of the 3rd. Due up for Wolfe County. 7-8-9. Fallen, Holland. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the top of inning number 3, Breathitt County leading Wolfe County 3-0 as we go to the top of the 3rd. As due up for the Wolves will be 7-8-9, Fallen, Holland, and Holland. And for the two Hollands, that will be Jackson Holland, then followed by Jaden Holland.
Bobcats look sharp early on in this one, 55th District Championship. And we are online on YouTube, WJSN 97.3. Tap it in your search bar, and the YouTube, it will pop up.
Yeah, we've got, do actually have two camera angles going and working at the moment. Center field.
Knock on wood.
Center field camera, the main camera, and then we have an action camera up the first base line being operated by Rick Hensley. Again, appreciate Rick's help. He's helped set up. He's helped film. He's doing it all for us.
The utility man.
As first pitch to fall, and he'll chop it right back to the mound.
One down.
Bellamy Fields throws the first for out number one. As Jackson Holland to the plate with the bases empty and one out.
Jackson Holland hitting .254 for the Wolfe County Wolves.
Breathitt County so far, 3 runs, 3 hits. All of that occurred in the first inning. Bobcats did also strand a couple of runners as Holland ground ball to third, fielded by Tincher. The throw to first in time for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down. Number 6, Jaden Holland. Hitting, looks like 238 for the Wolfe County Wolves.
And he's up with the bases empty and 2 outs. His first pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Was hoping to see a 3-pitch inning there, but did not. I don't know that I've seen very many 3-pitch innings in person or even on a broadcast or whatever. As the 0-1 is taken for strike 2.
Holland, a freshman, bases empty for Wolfe County. Lights are on here at the Breathitt County Baseball Complex. 3-0 Bobcats up.
Bellamy winds the 0-2. Outside for ball 1. Breathitt County wanted the call, but did appear to be outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gary Ham is one of the best in the business behind that plate. Gary gives free baseball one-on-one instructions to the kids in Eastern Kentucky.
Here's the 1-2, a breaking ball. Got him swinging for strike 3. That'll be 3 up, 3 down for Wolfe County here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half. 3, 4, 5 coming to the plate. That will be Andrew Combs, then Howard and Bellamy. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Andrew Combs leading off the bottom of the third for Breathitt County. As we come back, it'll be 3, 4, 5 here in the bottom of the third for Breathitt County.
Combs hitting .424.
So Combs and followed by Howard and Bellamy as Combs first pitch swinging with a single into left field.
Bash Howard up next to the plate for the Bobcats, hitting .353.
So Breathitt County first batter aboard is Andrew Combs. Leadoff single here in the third.
Maybe a pitching change coming here.
I believe you could be right. They're already walking over to the Breathitt County dugout. And Breathitt County with a 3-0 lead as when you get into these types of games, you don't want the pitch counts to get real high. You don't want the score get too bad before you switch. And Breathitt County with the leadoff batter aboard here in the third. Going to get a pitching change. Looks like Molans is going to come in. Relief of Wisman. Let's send it to the station for a 2-minute break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Drake Combs takes second base here. Now Bobcats have a runner in scoring position.
Pitch to Howard was taken for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. Time called out at second as Combs will try to dust himself off a little bit. Andrew Combs led off the inning with a single, then the stolen base. He's in scoring position, like James said. Nobody out. Howard had a 2 RBI single back in the first. Also came around to score a run himself. Part of a 3-run inning for Breathitt County is this pitch can be lifted into right field, and it's going to land safely down that right field line as Wolfe County able to get it in now. Breathitt County will have runners at second and third after, I'm going to give it a double. Fallon did get over there, but had a long way to go to do so.
A double for Bash Howard, and Isaac Bellamy hitting .360 up to the plate for the Bobcats.
He's up with 2 on, nobody out. Runners, we said a moment ago, 2 in scoring position. Andrew Combs at third, Howard at second, and Bellamy will foul off the first pitch for strike 1.
Big cut by Bellamy.
Talk about it a lot when pitchers come up, opportunities to help out their own cause. 3-0 lead for Breathitt County. Bellamy, the pitcher for the Bobcats, chance to get an RBI or 2 here. Check swing in the dirt. They appeal, and they said, I thought they said yes.
Yeah, strike 2 on Bellamy. Bobcats have runners at second and third.
So Molan's ahead in the count here. No balls, 2 strikes. As Mullins will set, delivers, taken for strike 3. That's 1 out here in the third, bottom of the third. Runners still at second and third for Breathitt County.
Reese Cox hitting 301 up to the plate for the Bobcats. Runners still in scoring position now with 1 out.
He singled down the left field line back in the first, picked up an RBI, also stole a base. Can help Breathitt County extend the lead here as first pitch swinging, pops this up in the infield. Evans comes over and makes the catch for out number 2. And just like that, you go from second and third, nobody out, to second and third, now 2 outs.
Aiden Combs, number 4, the 7th grader, hitting 319 for the Bobcats. Bobcats leading 3-0, what Mike Steve just said. Now, that quickly, 2 outs.
3 runs on 5 hits to this point for Breathitt County. Aiden Combs was hit by a pitch in the first, up with 2 on and 2 out, and first pitch takes strike 1.
Bobcats will love to tack on a few more runs here.
We saw Molan's pitch very well against Breathitt County in the first matchup. He came in relief. If I'm not mistaken, he even got the win as the 0-1 here fouled off for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Bobcats look impressive early on here in this 55th District Baseball Championship game.
The 0-2 goes low and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breathitt County again trying to extend their lead. Andrew Combs at third. Sebastian Howard out at second, but 2 outs and a 1-2 count to Aiden Combs. A breaking ball. He'll foul it off. Keep the at-bat going with a 1-2 count.
Bobcats trying to take advantage of these runners in position to score.
1-2 going to be lifted in the right field where Fallon will go over and make the catch for out number 3. And Breathitt County will strand a couple of more runners. They still lead it 3-0 going to the top of the 4th. Wolfe County has the top of the lineup to the plate. Molans, Oliver, and Wilson. We will be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Breathitt County High School baseball complex. The Bobcats lead Wolfe County 3-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. The Wolves will have 1, 2, 3 coming to the plate. Molans, Oliver, and Wilson. Breathitt County 3 runs, 5 hits. They've now stranded 4 runners, and the last 2 in scoring position. As the Bobcats, they're going to pick up another 55th District championship. Perry Central Hazard were suspended last night in the top of the 7th. Perry Central had a 1-run lead. Hazard came back today and came from behind to win.
Yes. I think a game started at 2 o'clock today.
Yes, that is correct.
That was an early start time.
Again, they only had to play inning and little over half inning. I think it was like maybe a third in the top of the 7th and the whole bottom of the 7th. But Hazard did come back to win. So that's one champion going into the regional tournament. This regional tournament going to be wide open. Hazard's still the team to beat. I say that until somebody knocks them off in the postseason. They are the team to beat. They have played very well this season. They started out a little slow, but picked it up as the first pitch to Molans here taken for strike 1. And Coach Meehan always has his team playing the best baseball right at the end of the year. A 1 count to Mullins at the plate, leading off the top of the fourth for Wolfe County. He'll swing and miss on the 0-1 for strike 2.
Mullins hitting 306 for Wolfe County, with 12 RBIs and 5 doubles, 3 triples.
Bellamy has his sign. He'll now wind the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Bellamy, 27 pitches so far as we're in the top of the fourth with a 0-2 count.
Bellamy, one of the better pitchers in all of the mountains.
Yeah, Breathitt County has what you would consider to be 2 aces on this staff.
Combs and Bellamy.
Combs and Bellamy, absolutely. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Catcher did drop it. They throw down to first to finish the out, and that's 1 up, 1 down for Wolfe County here in the top of the fourth.
And Camden Oliver, number 19, hitting 284. Also a basketball player for Coach Robert Scott Creech, a promising young player.
And he'll take the first pitch for ball 1.
Base is empty here for Wolfe County. Kind of a late start, Steve.
It is. As the 1-0, swing and a miss for strike 1.
For the older folks like me and you.
1 ball, 1 strike, yes. Of course, I guess they think, well, they're used to football games starting at 7:30 on a Friday
and
night.
a few basketball games too.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1. Fouled back, out of play. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Number 19, Oliver. 16 RBIs, 5 doubles, 4 triples, 2 homers for the young man.
1 out and the base is empty as the 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Makes it even on the count, 2-2.
That ball outside. Base is empty. Bobcats leading 3-0. And want to say a shout out to my good friend Sam Noble, Timmy Hurled.
Oliver steps out at the plate, calls time, count even at 2-2.
And Bessie Burnett. And my good friend Alan Shaw. Always listens to 97.3.
The break-even pitch is lined up the middle for a 1-out single for Wolfe County, and that was the first hit of the night for the Wolves. Comes with 1 out in the top of the fourth.
Number 2, Braden Wilson up next for the Wolfe County Wolves.
He's 0 for 1, strikeout back in the first, up with 1 out. Runner at first.
Hitting 270.
Wolfe County trying to cut into this 3-0 lead that Breathitt County has. 3 runs, 5 hits, 4 stranded so far for the Bobcats. 1 hit, and the rest goose eggs for Wolfe County to this point. As Bellamy going from the stretch for the first time tonight. Sets, checks the runner, delivers to the plate, upstairs for ball 1.
Time called. Wilson, 21 RBIs, 6 doubles, 20 hits for Wolfe County. I think we got a Wolfe County Wolf adjusting his shoes.
So they said time had been called. So no pitch.
Wolfe County has a runner at first.
So the count is no balls, no strikes. It was a late time call.
Yes, it was.
Bellamy will set, delivers. Breaking ball. Up high, they say, for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here. Top of the fourth.
Bellamy with this sign. The 1-0. Taken for strike 1. Count even at a ball in the strike.
The world famous Sports Talk will be on Friday from 5:30 to 7:30.
We're working on trying to get that back on video online too. Just be patient with us. We'll get there. As the 1-1 pitch is upstairs for ball 2. 2-1 the count.
We got Will Barton coming on, UK Director of Basketball Operations. Also, we got the archery state champion baseball coach from Harrison County coming on the show.
2 balls, 1 strike to Wilson at the plate. 1 out, 1 on. That's Oliver over at first for the Wolves. Picked up the first hit of the night just a little bit ago for Wolfe County. Here's the 2-1. Upstairs, ball 3. They throw down the first, not in time. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Wilson at the plate.
And 1 out here. Like Steve said earlier, big crowd here.
3-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Runs the count full.
Nice pitch by Bellamy. The regional tournament will start next Monday, this Monday coming. A split sites, Prairie Central and Hazard.
Yeah, hosting 2 games each of the first round. The payoff pitch goes outside. That's ball 4. So a single and a 1-out walk issued to Wilson. It'll be runners at first and second for Wolfe County with 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
Wolfe County now has a runner in scoring position.
I'm going to get a courtesy runner for catcher Wilson. That will be number 25, Brown, for Wolfe County.
Chris Evans up to the plate for Wolfe County, hitting .351, 20 runs, 27 hits, 13 RBIs, and 5 doubles. As Gary Hammonds cleans off the plate, a break in the action. Turner and Bellamy conversing at the mound.
Again, if you're listening to us on WJSN, we are also on YouTube now. Said it before. Search WJSN 97.3 on YouTube. We'll be right there on the results as the first pitch to Evans, a big swing and miss for strike 1. I think he's trying to tie it up, James.
He's going for the fences, going for that Panbowl Lake, wasn't he?
That's what it looked like on that swing anyway. Bellamy sets. He'll check both runners, deliver the 0-1 to the plate, a breaking ball that goes away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Steve, in the nighttime here, this field in areas full of deers and bucks, does and bucks over here. I've seen some foxes, some turkeys over here running at nighttime.
Yep. As the 1-1 is low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Wolfe County has runners at first and at second here.
There's 1 out, so if Breathitt County could get a ground ball up the middle, might be able to roll it over, get a double play, but 2-1 the count at the plate. Going to be fouled off for strike 2. Runs the count even at 2-2. Oliver at second. Brown, the courtesy runner for Wilson at first. As Evans at the plate on a 2-2 count. 1 out.
Top of the 4th.
Breathitt County leading 3-0 over Wolfe County. It's the 55th District Baseball Championship game. Break-even pitch from Bellamy. Runners go. Throw down to third.
Oh, he had him.
Would have had him, but the throw got away from Tincher, and it's a stolen base for Oliver, and it was a ball 3, and now the count full. Brown did stay out at second, or excuse me, out at first, so it'll be runners at the corners now for Wolfe County.
So Wolfe County now has a runner at third, first and third.
So Bellamy sets, payoff pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. That is a big out
pitch
for the Bobcats. It's out number 2.
Changes the dynamics of this inning. 34 Max Wisman hitting .267 for Wolfe County. Now this new angle here, Steve, looks nice on the WJSN YouTube page.
And we switched it as they threw over to first. It happens. So Wisman takes the first pitch for ball 1. He was a starting pitcher for Wolfe County. He would love to help the Wolves come back and erase the deficit. It's 3-0 Bobcats in the top of the 4th. Breathitt County trying to get out of the inning, strand a couple of runners that the Wolves have at the moment at first and third. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Wolves has runners at the corners. Bobcats leading 3-0 with 2 outs here.
A little surprised we haven't seen Brown take off.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
And maybe even try to get in a rundown as the 2-0 pitch here, taken for strike 1.
Good pitch by Bellamy trying to get out of this inning.
2 balls, 1 strike to Wisman at the plate as Bellamy will set, checks the runners, delivers, taken for strike 2. The count goes even at 2-2.
Right on that corner, this good camera angle here from our YouTube page. I mean, it's accurate and clear as it can be.
2-2 the count, 2 on, 2 outs. 3-0 Breathitt County, top of the 4th as the pitch fouled off, and it will remain 2-2.
We do want to thank Lori Hay and Dwayne Hay for making this
possible.
available. Yes. Of course, John Bunn for this, all the hard work getting the sponsors to cover these games.
And holler at us if you would love to sponsor that on YouTube as well. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 on, runners still at the corners again. Brown not moved from first base.
I thought he'd be on second by now.
Or at least attempted. Bellamy will set. Now the break-even pitch again. Upstairs, runs the count full. 3-2. This is really the spot where you'd like to, Breathitt County, go ahead and get out of it.
Absolutely.
Payoff pitch from Bellamy. Upstairs, ball 4. The base is now loaded for the Wolves.
Wolfe County in great position to get a run across the plate. Voiles hitting .277. Dalton Voiles, 18 hits, 12 RBIs, 5 doubles for Dalton Voiles. Dalton is a junior, worth number 4.
Grounded out to short in his first at bat. Chance here to cut into this lead. It's 3-0 Breathitt County. Voiles swinging a miss on the first one for strike 1.
Nice pitch in control by Isaac Bellamy.
Bellamy, 63 pitches so far, 40 for strikes. Not quite 2-to-1 ratio, but not far from it. As he winds the 0-1. Taken for ball 1, count even at a ball and a strike. Bellamy going from the wind up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. We're still in the top of the 4th. 1-1 inside for ball 2. Don't have anywhere to put him this time. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Top of the 4th.
2-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Count even now at 2-2. Breathitt County trying to strand all the runners. Bases loaded. Oliver at third. Brown at second. Wisman at first for Wolfe County. 2-2 count at the plate to Voiles. 3-0 Bobcats at the moment. And here's a ground ball up the middle. Can the Bobcats get to it? They do, but not in time to get the out at second. And Wolfe County on the board. It's 3-1 Bobcats. That's an infield single. Good play by Aiden Combs from second base to go over and even keep it from going in the outfield. That very well could have saved a run, another run from scoring.
Yeah, Combs with an athletic dive just to get in front of that ball. Good job by the 7th grader. But Wolfe County on the board. Damage done. Bases loaded. 2 outs.
These are how rallies get going. You get the bases loaded. But you got 2 outs for Breathitt County.
This should do it.
This pitch is popped up in the infield. Or, I'm sorry, shallow right field. As Aiden Combs will go back and make the catch for out number 3. But Wolfe County now on the board. It's 3-1 Bobcats. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Due up for Breathitt County 8-9-1. That'll be Crisp, Ritchie, and Turner. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
WJSN 97.3 King of Mountain Sports. Wolfe County gets on the board. Bobcats leading 3-1. 55th District baseball action. We do want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to 97.3 WJSN. And also, thanks to Steve Neese on YouTube.
Yeah, it's running on YouTube again. Search WJSN 97.3 on YouTube. We'll be the first result that comes up as Breathitt County with 8-9-1 coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. That'll be Crisp, Ritchie, and Turner. Crisp 0 for 1 so far with strikeout back in the first. Looking for his first hit. Takes first pitch here for strike 1.
Like we said earlier, Steve, we do want to thank Rick Hensley out there in the field with the pregame setup. Both you guys, post-game breakdown of this equipment. Thank you, Rick.
The 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2, and Crisp down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 from Mullins. This one's low and away, ball 1.
3-1, bottom of the 4th.
You know, it's a big momentum swing. Breathitt County had second and third as Crisp swing and a miss on the 1-2 pitch for out number 1 here in the 5th. Breathitt County had runners at second and third in the bottom of the 3rd with nobody out, unable to score a run, and then Wolfe County comes around in the top of the 4th to score a run to cut into the lead. So instead of adding to the lead, it shrunk, and that's momentum on Wolfe County as the first one up, one down for Breathitt County here in the 4th, and Ritchie a check swing for strike 1.
Ritchie hitting .214, 12 hits, 4 RBIs for the Bobcats senior.
The 0-1 goes up and away for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. Again, bottom of the 4th. 3-1 Breathitt County at the moment. 3 runs on 5 hits to this point as Ritchie a slow ground ball to short. Wisman fields and will get the out at first for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down. Robbie Turner, the catcher, up to the plate for the Bobcats, trying to get a 2-out hit here, get some momentum started for the Bobcats, leading 3-1.
So Breathitt County at the top of the lineup. Trying, like James said, to get a 2-out rally, but Mullins has pitched well since coming in relief for Wisman as Turner takes the first pitch for a called strike.
Base is empty for the Bobcats.
Mullins winds, delivers the 0-1, a breaking ball. Turner will foul it back, and Turner quickly down in the count, 0-2.
Both the Bobcats and Wolves, 2 solid 14th region baseball teams.
Yeah, you look, again, I said it earlier in the broadcast, you look at the first round game in the 14th region's wide open. Hazard, obviously the team to beat, but man, everybody has a
shot.
Yeah, the 0-2 fouled back to the screen for strike 2. Count still no balls, 2 strikes. But everybody has that ace that when they're pitching, it's a different team. And, it's going to be a very interesting 14th region baseball tournament.
It's going to be a fun 14th region baseball tournament.
Here's the 0-2 from Mullins. This one goes low and away for ball 1. Wolfe County wanted the call. They thought they were going to get it, but they did not.
Steve, when is the Breathitt County, the Bobcats, in the rotation to host.
Well, they were supposed to host last year, and then they rolled it to Perry Central, and then this year it's back at Perry Central. So
how does that work?
I don't know. 1-2 pitch. Going to be lifting in the right field, and it will get past the right fielder falling. Turner on his horse trying to get the second. The throw's there. Well,
almost.
Yeah, now they run him down and tag it. So it'll be a single and then thrown out trying to stretch as Breathitt County does not score here in the bottom of the fourth. We go to the top of the fifth. Due up for Wolfe County 8-9-1. That's Holland Molands back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the top of the fifth. Breathitt County still leading Wolfe County 3-1. As due up for the Wolves are 8-9-1. That is Holland, then Molands. And if you're wondering the order of the Hollands, that's Jackson, then Jaden, and then Jaden Molands. As Breathitt County looking to hold Wolfe County here, keep them scoreless, and maintain a 3-1 lead. The Wolves would love to cut into that lead, possibly even take a lead themselves. Again, Breathitt County 3 runs in the bottom of the first. They've had chances since then to score, just unable to push anything across. And Wolfe County, they got their run in the top of the fourth after getting the bases loaded with 2 outs. And Breathitt County able to get out of it without any more damage beyond that. But the Bobcats not able to get anything going in the bottom half of the fourth. And that's where we stand. Wolfe County 1 run on 2 hits, and Breathitt County 3 runs on 6 hits so far.
Bobcats trying to snag his 55th district championship, get that better draw in the regional tournament.
Back with the Wolfe County Wolves, number 20, Jackson Holland.
So Bobcats will be playing somewhere on Monday, either Prairie Central or Hazard.
As Jackson Holland leading off the top of the fifth for Wolfe County, digs in, he grounded out to third, back into third. First pitch from Bellamy, taken for strike 1.
And once again, just one thing to Breathitt County baseball team and coaching staff. This field is in great shape. Has some solid rain yesterday.
The 0-1 goes outside for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. Bellamy with the sign. Here's the 1-1. Going to be popped up in the infield. Going over to make the catch is Aiden Combs for out number 1.
Good job by Combs.
So with 1 out and the base is empty, that'll bring Jaden Holland to the plate. Again, we're in the top of the fifth, 3-1. Breathitt County leading Wolfe County at the moment. First pitch to Holland, taken for strike 1.
Jaden Holland, 17 runs, 18 hits, 12 RBIs, hitting .261. As Wolfe County Wolves trail 3-2-1. Nice pitch by Bellamy.
Yeah, the 0-1 taken for strike 2. Bellamy quickly ahead, 0-2.
Base is empty for Wolfe County.
0-2 pitch from Bellamy. This one's on the way, ball one. Got one out here in the top of the fifth. 1-2 count to Jaden Holland. As Bellamy will wind, deliver, across for strike three.
Nice pitch by Bellamy.
2 up, 2 down here in the fifth for Wolfe County as they roll it to the top of the lineup.
Back to the top of the lineup, number
With the bases empty, it will be Molans coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far. He's trying to get a two-out rally going for the Wolves. Breathitt County trying to shut it down right here in the top of the fifth.
Mullins, 26 hits, 12 RBIs, 5 doubles.
Bellamy winds, delivers, foul ball, first base line for strike one.
Molans, a freshman for Wolfe County.
He's the pitcher now for the Wolves. As Bellamy gets his sign, started to wind, and Molans calls time and steps out. No balls, 1 strike to Molans at the plate. 2 outs, base is empty here in the top of the fifth for Wolfe County. Breathitt County leading 3-1 as the 0-1 pitch is outside for ball one. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Bellamy, one of the best pitchers in the 14th region. Like you said, one of 2 aces for the Bobcats.
1-1 taken low for ball two. So 2 balls and a strike to Molans. At the plate here in the top of the fifth for Wolfe County is the 2-1 is taken for strike two.
Nice pitch on that corner by Isaac Bellamy. Base is empty for Wolfe County. Breathitt County leading 3-1. 55th District Championship on the line here in Jackson.
2-2 pitch going to be fouled off third base side. Still 2-2.
A beautiful night for high school baseball. Talking to my friend James David Fugit, said he takes 900 pitchers a game. 900 pitchers.
The 2-2 pitch is lined in the left field for a 2-out single for Wolfe County and Molans. So they'll have a runner at first, and Oliver will come to the plate. Again, 2 outs. Breathitt County still leading 3-1. So if you're the Bobcats, you just kind of got to focus on the batter at the plate. But if you're Wolfe County, you're looking to move that runner along and cut into this lead. 3-1 at the moment. They throw to first, but Molans back in plenty of time.
So to get the 35 to 45 pitchers that he posts of every game, takes 900 pitchers. A lot of time to go through these pitchers.
They throw back over to first again. Molans back in time. Yeah, editing pictures can take a little while. As Bellamy throws over again this time.
Now,
Molans hadn't even took a step off the bag.
Now, for the major leagues, the count will be on, right, Steve?
Yep. Throw again. They get back. Oh, they got him. They got him. And that's why you throw over 100 times and finally get the runner, as that's out number 3. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 3-1. Breathitt County due up for the Bobcats, 2-3-4. That is Tincher, Combs, and Howard. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
He's holding up, load him.
We go to the bottom of the fifth. Breathitt County leading Wolfe County 3-1 in the 55th District Baseball Championship game as the Bobcats with 2, 3, 4. The heart of the lineup coming to the plate. That'll be Tincher, Andrew Combs, and Howard as Breathitt County looking to play add-on here as we get later in the game. Of course, high school baseball, 7 innings. We're in the bottom of the fifth now. Wolfe County only has a couple more at-bats to potentially tie or take a lead. Breathitt County hoping that they have this plus one more inning to add on and hold Wolfe County where they are. Again, 3-1. Breathitt County leads. They've got 3 runs on 6 hits. They've stranded 4 runners for Wolfe County. 1 run, 3 hits. They have stranded 3 runners. As, again, Breathitt County with 2, 3, 4 coming to the plate.
Yeah.
And Tincher, who's 0 for 2, flied out to center field on a hard hit line drive, straightway, and then that was in the first, came up in the second and grounded out to second base. Looking to get his first hit tonight and start off the bottom of the fifth for Breathitt County. Molins on the mound, and Tincher digs in. First pitch upstairs, taken for ball 1.
Tincher, one of the best athletes in the mountains, multi-sport star.
Yeah, very important part of the defense for the high school football team is the 1-0 taken for strike 1, evens the count of the ball and the strike.
Tincher leads the Bobcats with 47 hits.
1-1 is upstairs, balls 2 balls and a strike. Be a good time to pick up another one here and lead off the fifth for Breathitt County. They lead it 3-1 in the bottom of the fifth. It's 2-1 delivery lifted into left field, but Molins going back. He didn't see it. That ball's gone.
It's out of the park.
That's a home run, and Breathitt County leads it now 4-1.
And Tincher with his 5th home run of the year. What a shot by Tincher. He got all that ball.
And I tell you what, if you're watching on YouTube or you're not, go to YouTube. You can see that ball clear the fence.
Right.
That ball was hit hard, and Molins, the left fielder for Wolfe County, kind of lost it and picked it up about the time it went over the fence.
And speaking of home runs, here comes Andrew Combs.
Andrew Combs. Be a good time to go back-to-back.
We saw that once this year, right? At Jackson City, maybe?
We did.
Back-to-back.
And it was those two, Tincher and Combs.
Yes, it was. So the home run king, I think he was still the leader, tied to be state leader. Good time to put that ball in Panbowl Lake.
And just to be clear, that is Truett Molins in left field and Jaden Molins pitching as first pitch Andrew Combs taken for ball 1.
So Tincher sends that ball out of here.
1-0 is inside for ball 2. Molins winds at 2-0. Low and away, ball 3. And I know Andrew Combs is really wanting something to hit.
He might get a pretty good pitch on this one, 3-0 count. Or he might unintentionally.
Pitch around him here is the 3-0 is upstairs. No, top of the strike zone, they say, for strike 1.
That was a questionable call at best.
It's all right. It gives Andrew Combs a chance to hit the ball again with the 3-1 pitch. This one's low and away for ball 4. So lead off home run by Tincher, then a walk to Andrew Combs, and Breathitt County's in business here in the bottom of the fifth with a 4-1 lead. Nobody out. Runner at first, and Sebastian Howard at the plate.
Bash Howard, 18 hits, 14 RBIs. Now, he missed several weeks during the season due to that knee injury. Glad to see that young man back on the field.
Yeah, he's actually picked up a couple of more hits tonight.
Yes,
2 for 2, a single and a double, a couple of runs brought it in, and a run scored himself. First pitch, swinging, it gets
the
through.
gap.
As Combs was going on the pitch, he'll go first to third, and Breathitt County runners at the corners, nobody out.
And here comes Isaac Bellamy.
Number 8, the Panbo missile, Mr. Isaac Bellamy.
As
The
they said, the
Panbo
Panbo missile. First time I've heard that.
That's
all
another
right.
one in the entourage of nicknames.
So Andrew Combs at third, Sebastian Howard at first, Isaac Bellamy at the plate, nobody out, bottom of the fifth. Breathitt County's already plated one on a leadoff home run here in the fifth by Tincher, Brady Tincher. Help the Bobcats add to that lead as Bellamy will foul off the first pitch here for strike one.
4-1. Bottom of the fifth.
Howard was going on the pitch. He'll have to go back after the foul ball.
Sun goes down. It starts to cool down a little as the catcher and pitcher will have a meeting at the mound to get things in order for Wolfe County. Bobcats runners at first and at third.
Time called over at first.
The first baseman for Wolfe County tying his shoes.
As Bellamy will dig back in. He's 0 for 2. He would love to pick up an RBI here. Down in the count 0-1 as they throw over to first. Howard back safely. See if they consistently throw over the way Bellamy did there in the top of the fifth before finally picking off the runner. Molan sets, steps off, fakes first, looks at third, and everybody's back. Of course, Combs dancing around over at third. He was trying to draw a throw, but Mullins did not go that route as Mullins now sets, delivers. First, the 0-1 pitch is upstairs for ball one. Count even at a ball and a strike.
So the pitcher gets some distractions.
He's distracted, yeah, absolutely. Here's the 1-1. Runner goes from first. Pitch taken for strike two, and now two runners in scoring position at second and third.
Molan's ERA on the season, 2.04. Before the game, giving up 28 hits, 35 runs. 10 earned runs, 35 strikeouts.
1-2 pitch. Ground ball is short. They'll throw to first. Runner scores from third. Runner second. Howard goes to third. So an RBI and a productive out for Isaac Bellamy. Breathitt County leads it 5-1.
Tacking on those insurance runs as Cox comes out to rage against the machine. Right?
Something like that.
Yes. A group based out of Los Angeles, California. Each player has their own unique song, different song.
Yep, the walkout music.
Walkout music.
So Cox up with one out and a runner at third, and a chance to add again to what is now a 5-1 lead for Breathitt County. And Cox will take the first pitch, slowing away for ball one. It was a breaking ball that broke a little too much.
So Howard at third base in scoring position. Bobcats leading 5-1 here.
Here's a 1-0. Big swing and a miss for strike one. Count even at a ball and a strike.
We are under the lights here. The Breathitt County Baseball Complex.
1-1 pitch. Taken low for ball two. 2 balls and a strike.
Cox trying to drive in, bash Howard.
Yeah, if you can hit it in the outfield or get one on the ground to the middle part of the infield, probably will plate that run. As this pitch going to be right up the middle of the infield on a ground ball. Wisman will field, get the out at first for out number 2, but Breathitt County will plate another run and lead it 6-1.
A productive RBI out. Combs up to the plate for the Bobcats. Aiden Combs.
And he'll foul off the first pitch for strike one.
Bobcats leading 6-1. Now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Three in the first, 3 in the 5th for Breathitt County to this point is the 0-1. This one's going to be lined
drop
into right center field, and a nice sliding catch by Fallen for out number 3.
Nice catch.
Aiden Combs is robbed of a base hit. And we go to the top of the 6th. Breathitt County has played at 3 in the 5th. They lead at 6-1. We will be back in 1 minute. Wolfe County will have 2, 3, 4 to the plate. Oliver, Wilson, and Evans. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the top of the 6th. Breathitt County now leading Wolfe County 6-1. The Wolves will have 2, 3, 4 coming to the plate. That is Oliver, Wilson, and Evans. That's the heart of their lineup as Breathitt County stretched that lead back out in the 5th. Oliver takes the first pitch here for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. He's 1 for 2 with a single back in the 4th.
Bobcats definitely needed those insurance runs. You never know when Wolfe County can explode.
Yeah, they're generally a very good hitting baseball team as the 1-0 fouled back for strike one, count even at 1-1. And again, Wolfe County very young. A lot of freshmen getting a lot of playing time. As Bellamy will wind the 1-1 pitch. Lifted into center field. Stacy goes over, makes the catch. It floated back on him a little bit, carried on him. But he's able to get the ball in the glove for out number 1.
I'll tell you what, Stacy all year long has made the plays in outfield.
So Wilson at the plate, 0 for 1, a strikeout in the first, walked in the 4th. Up with 1 out and the base is empty. Bellamy winds, delivers outside for ball 1.
Score 6-1. Bobcats leading here in the 55th District Championship game. We do want to thank everybody for tuning in to WJSN 97.3.
Got a few on YouTube as well. So
absolutely.
1-0 taken for ball 2. Count 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside ball 3. Three and 0 the count to Wilson at the plate. And swinging on the 3-0, missing for strike 1. See a lot more of that. You used to never see a batter swing at the 3-0, but a lot of times that may be the best pitch you see in the at-bat. So they go for it. It's 3 balls, 1 strike now with 1 out and the base is empty. Wilson steps out, now back in. Bellamy winds, delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count full.
Bellamy looks sharp here in the 6th inning.
Bellamy with the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Good Good job by Wilson to really stick that bat out and keep that bat going. 3-2. One out. Nobody on. 6-1 Breathitt County here in the top of the sixth. Wolfe County down to their final 5 outs. As Bellamy shakes off a sign. Shakes another. Now winds the payoff pitch. Across for strike 3. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the sixth for Wolfe County.
Nice pitches by Bellamy. Evans up to the plate. Evans, a freshman. Number 21.
He's 0 for 2. Couple of strikeouts so far. First pitch. Stays up for ball 1.
Base is empty. Bobcats won't never pitch.
Yep. It's all right. Here's the 1-0 upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
And 2 outs here.
Bellamy, 93 pitches so far, 58 strikes, 35 outside the zone as he winds the 2-0 delivery. Across for strike 1. Bellamy has his sign. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Evens the count at 2-2.
Base is empty, like Steve said.
Bellamy pitched out of a jam in the 4th, allowing only the 1 run after Wolfe County loaded the bases, as the break-even pitch here in the 6th is upstairs for ball 3. Runs the count full, 3-2. 2 outs, nobody on. 6-1 Breathitt County. Wolfe County at the plate in the top of the 6th with Evans, and he'll foul off the 3-2 back out of play. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bellamy has pitched very well so far for Breathitt County.
Yes, he sure has on his A game tonight.
He winds the 3-2 again, fouled off once again by Evans. Evans extending the at-bat. Just fighting at the plate, which is pretty well what you can ask of a kid when they're going up against a Isaac Bellamy. Payoff pitch. This one's low and away, ball 4. So 2-out walk to Evans. And that walk as much Evans fouling off good pitches as it is Bellamy just missing the zone there. And so runner at first for Wolfe County with 2 outs. Max Wisman at the plate for the Wolves.
Number 34, Max Wisman, a freshman. His Wolves behind, trailing 6-1. Oh,
he's going to go first pitch swinging in the right field. Going back for the Bobcats. Making the catch is Blake Ritchie, as that's out number 3 here in the top of the 6th for Wolfe County. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Breathitt County still leading 6-1. Due up for the Bobcats, 8-9-1. That's Crisp, Ritchie, and Stacy. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Breathitt County leading Wolfe County 6-1. 8-9-1 due up this half inning for the Bobcats. That is Crisp, Ritchie, and Turner. as Breathitt County would love to add on to a 6-1 lead. And did Wolfe County change pitchers? I believe they did. This is the third baseman, Holland. So let's see how they moved everybody back around. Fallon went to third.
Bobcats leading 6-1 here.
That's Jaden Holland on the mound for Wolfe County. As
Jaden Holland's ERA is 3.55 on the season.
Voiles went back to right field, and Jaden Molans goes back to center.
Holland's pitched 21 innings, give up 20 hits, 21 runs, 23 walks.
Number 10, Mr. Dylan Dillman Stacy.
As it was due to be crisp, they're going to let Stacy bat, so they're basically going to do away with the DH here.
Dylan Stacy hitting 246 for the Bobcats. 14 runs, 16 hits on the season.
First pitch to Stacy, takes upstairs for ball one.
16 RBIs, 3 doubles, 2 triples.
One
in the
0.
dirt.
Yep, skips in the dirt for ball two.
Breathitt County leading 6-1 in this 55th district boys baseball championship here in Jackson, Kentucky.
Holland winds the 2-0 upstairs for ball three. 3 balls, no strikes to Stacy, leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Bobcats. Again, looking to play add-on. They scored 3 in the first, 3 in the 5th. To this point, that's their 6th. As a 3-0 to Stacy is taken for strike one.
Stacy does a fantastic job in center field.
3-1 delivery from Holland, upstairs ball 4. So leadoff walk to Stacy, and that'll bring Ritchie to the plate. The runner at first.
Number 5, Mr. Blake Ritchie.
Number 5, Blake Ritchie, one of the Bobcats seniors. Breathitt County leading 6-1 on 8 hits.
Ritchie 0 for 2, looking for his first hit. Takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Stacy goes to second, and he's in safely with the stolen base.
That quickly, Bobcats now have a runner in scoring position.
And a lot of speed out there, too, with Dylan Stacy.
Yeah, he can fly.
And Ritchie, good speed at the plate as well. As Holland sets, delivers, check swing, strike one.
One ball, one strike, no outs. Bottom of the 6th.
1-1 pitch upstairs for ball 2, 2-1. Again, Ritchie looking for his first hit. Breathitt County has stranded 4 runners, and they'd love to get Stacy to come to the plate. Add to a 6-1 lead as a 2-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the lineup in the on-deck circle, it's Turner. As Breathitt County roll it around to the top of the lineup. After Ritchie here is 2-2 delivery inside. Gets by the catcher, and Stacy will go. They say it hit him. Did they say it hit him? They say it hit him.
Yeah, Stacy goes back to second.
Yep, they say it hit him.
Up to bat number 52, Mr. Robbie Turner.
And the catcher, Robbie Turner, up to the plate.
And with the speed Breathitt County has on the bases, anything in the gaps could plate 2. Turner 1 for 2, walked in the first, singled in the 4th, popped out to short in the 2nd. Scored a run back in the 1st after he stole a base. He's up with runners at 1st and 2nd. Nobody out here in the 6th, the bottom of the 6th. Again, Breathitt County trying to add to a 6-1 lead.
Stacy in scoring position for Breathitt County.
As the pitch is across for ball one.
Robbie returns show bunt and pull back.
Given the position of the players, well, if you get it down the third baseline, wouldn't be a bad idea. Third baseman playing behind the back, first baseman charging in, waiting for the bunt as Turner pulls back, swings, and gets this one in the left field. They're going to send Stacy, and it'll be 7-1 Breathitt County. Turner with an RBI single, and runners still at first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth.
Of course, Cantor's last at bat sent that ball over the fence.
It would be a bad time to do that. We're going to have a pitching change.
I think so. And yes, here comes a change.
Well, we've got a chance. Let's take another 2-minute break with the pitching change. We will be back in 2 minutes. Breathitt County leads Wolfe County 7-1, back in 2. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
New pitcher for Wolfe County is Oliver, as Voiles goes to first. Holland went back to third, and Fallon goes to right. Fallon started out at short, went to right field, third base, back to right field.
He's been all over the place this evening.
That's what you call a utility man.
Yeah.
Breathitt County, nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Runners at first and second. Ritchie out at second. Turner at first as Tincher to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Homer to left, back in the fifth. That's his run scored and his RBI. And chance to pick up another RBI with Ritchie out at second. Oliver the lefty. First pitch upstairs to Tincher for ball one. Breathitt County has faced Oliver a couple of times already this year. He started both games for the Wolves against Breathitt County in the regular season. A 4-3 win for Wolfe County at Wolfe County. 1-0 the score in favor of Breathitt County at Breathitt County. As the 1-0 is taken for ball two, low and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
Bobcats have runners at first and at second.
Oliver sets. The lefty will kick. I say that. Now he kicks the 2-0. In the dirt, gets by the catcher. Runners will advance to second and third on the wild pitch.
The Bobcats have 2 runners in scoring position. Three balls, no strikes, no outs.
Oliver will set. We've seen Tancher go after a 3-0 pitch if it's down the middle. Here's the 3-0 here, and he'll let it go, and it's a called strike. Like James said, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Breathitt County's plated 1 already in the 6th. Here's the 3-1 from Oliver. Swinging a miss for strike 2 and runs the count full.
Good comeback pitches by Oliver.
So 3-2 the count. Runners at second and third for Breathitt County. Turner out at second. Ritchie at third for the Bobcats as Oliver's still going from the stretch with those runners at second and third. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th for Breathitt County. And that will bring Andrew Combs to the plate. He's another one that can send the ball a long way.
Number 32, Andrew Combs, one of 2 Bobcat seniors.
As Oliver will wind, deliver. Now going from the windup with runners at second and third, and it's fouled off by Combs for strike 1.
Breathitt County has runners at second and third. Combs is going to try to get these boys home.
Here's the 0-1. Fouled back out of play for strike 2. And Combs quickly down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Turner at second. Ritchie at third.
Oliver steps off. Gets time. Now steps back on as the runners had went back. Now they take their leads. The 0-2 delivery. Lifted in the right field, and that ball will be caught. The runners will tag, though, and Breathitt County will score another run. So sacrifice fly by Combs, and Breathitt County leads at 8-1.
Turner at third base, 8-1 now to score. Nice catch by Fallon out there.
That's out number 2.
He's made a couple nice catches this evening.
He has. Out number 2 here in the 6th. First pitch across for strike 1.
8-1 here. Bottom of the 6th.
The 0-1. Taken for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike.
And 2 outs here.
So you look ahead to the top of the 7th. Wolfe County will have their work cut out for them. They'll have 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. Coming to the plate is the 1-1 delivery. Swinging a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Turner still at third base.
Oliver with the sign, the 1-2. In the dirt. Count even at 2-2.
Sacrifice fly by Andrew Combs to plate another run.
You watch Turner with his lead over at third. He's getting about halfway down that line by the time the ball's released. As Oliver winds again, delivers. There's a line drive, rope into left field for a single, and it will be 9-1 Breathitt County.
Good hit by Howard.
Against the Bobcats, number 8, Isaac Bellamy.
Isaac Bellamy. The pitcher for the Bobcats. Howard at first base. Bellamy up to bat. Score now 9-1. 2 outs though. bottom of the 6th inning.
Every time Breathitt County has scored a run in an inning, they've played it 3.
Yeah.
3 in the first, 3 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th.
That's the pattern.
As what they call him a minute ago, the Pambo Rocket.
Pambo Missile or Rocket
Missile,
one.
maybe Missile. Pambo Missile. There it is. Takes the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. It got by the catcher, but not far enough for Howard to go to second.
Bellamy tried to motion Howard to go to second, but he held up.
Oliver, the lefty, going from the stretch. A little harder for a runner at first to get that big lead against the left-hander. As Oliver delivers the 1-0, this is going to be popped up in the infield. And making the – missed it. That's Voiles at first, unable to make the catch. And that's going to be the first error of the night for either team.
Number 2, Mr. Reese Cox.
Lost that one in the lights. Got a courtesy runner coming in.
Courtesy runner in, number 14, Mr. Miles Hall.
Miles Holland.
So Holland at first, Howard at second for Breathitt County. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 9-1 Bobcats, though, as Reese Cox to the plate.
Miles Holland, a promising football player for the Bobcats.
Cox 1 for 3 so far tonight. A 2 RBI single in the first, and then a pop out and a ground out in the 3rd and 5th. He did steal a base, though. And first pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1.
Bobcats has Howard in scoring position. Holland at first.
Oliver sets as the runners have their leads. Delivers across for strike 2. Voiles not holding Holland at first, and Holland, when that happens, you get the lead equal at the very least to the defender. And he's done that so far. But 0-2 count to Cox at the plate. Runners with their leads as Oliver sets. Plate where he goes. There's a line drive back up the middle. Breathitt County's going to send Howard from third. It'll be 10-1 Bobcats. Runners still at first and second. And Breathitt County, if they can get that runner in from second base, could end it here.
Yes, they could. 10-1 Bobcats has played an excellent game in this 55th District Championship. Runners at first and second. As number 4, Aiden Combs, comes to the plate.
Combs, the 7th grader, hit by a pitch in the first, flied out to right in the 3rd, and then flied out to right in the 5th, but he was robbed of a hit on that fly out in the 5th. That's where Holland made that diving catch. He's up here with 2 outs and runners at first and second. Oliver sets, checks the runners, goes to the plate, and it's a cross breaking ball for strike 1.
10-1 here, bottom of the 6th.
The sound of the crowd there reminds me when I was playing Babe Ruth and Derek Turner was pitching as Oliver sets, checks the runners, comes to the plate with the 0-1, fouled back for strike 2. Anyway, the team we were playing had hit Turner fairly well in the first inning, and Charlie Davidson come up to the plate. And instead of a fastball, we started him off with a breaking ball. He about threw the bat out in the infield trying to swing at it. And he turned and looked at me. He said, "You ain't supposed to start at bat with a breaking ball." Here's a ground ball to second.
Gonna be close.
Fielder gets
Got
it
him.
and got the out at first by a half a step. Breathitt County, though, plates 4. They lead 10-1 going to the top of the 7th. Wolfe County with 6, 7, 8 to the plate. That's Voiles, Fallon, and Jackson Holland. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the top of the 7th inning. Wolfe County will have 6, 7, 8 to the plate. That's scheduled to be Voiles, Fallon, and Holland. That's barring any kind of substitutions or pinch hits or anything like that.
Up to bat for the Wolves, number 4, Mr.
So far, Wolfe County 1 run. That was back in the 4th. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error, 4 stranded for the Wolves. Breathitt County 3 in the 1st, 3 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th, 10 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 4 stranded for Breathitt County. As we go to the top of the 7th, Wolfe County going to have to do a lot of work if they want to keep this one going, as Breathitt County in control at the moment. Isaac Bellamy still on the mound for the Bobcats.
And in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals, at halftime, Boston Celtics 66, Miami Heat 57 at the half. And last night, Denver Nuggets knocked off the Lakers to take a 1-0 lead in that series.
As the 0-1 taken for strike 2. So Bellamy quickly ahead. No balls, 2 strikes to Voiles at the plate.
Bobcats leading 10-1, top of the 7th.
The 0-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's 1 out in the 7th.
Number 17, Chance Fallon.
Chance Fallon made a couple nice plays in left field for the Wolfe County Wolves. Right field.
He's 0 for 2 so far at the plate and takes ball 1. Fallon is grounded out to the pitcher and popped out the second. That in the 3rd and 4th innings so far tonight. Up with 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 7th. 10-1 Breathitt County as the 1-0 outer half of the plate taken for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice pitch by Bellamy. Bobcats cruising in this one.
The 1-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Base is empty for Wolfe County.
Bellamy winds, delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 up, 2 down for Wolfe County in the 7th. Bobcats 1 out away from another 55th District Championship.
Bellamy's pitched a great game, going for the complete game.
As the first pitch to Holland goes outside. We will keep the cameras running for the trophy ceremony after the game. The 1-0 across for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll sign the radio off once the game's complete.
Fouled that one back.
Yep, fouled back for strike 2. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count, 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the 7th, 10-1 Breathitt County. Bellamy trying to get the strikeout here and finish this one off as the 1-1, or it's going to be 1-2, goes on away for ball 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bobcats closing in on the 55th District.
Break-even pitch is lined into right field, and Blake Ritchie makes what shouldn't have been a too difficult catch look great.
He may add some color to that
Absolutely. Absolutely. As Breathitt County
Score 10-1. That makes your Breathitt
finishes it out 10-1. We'll score this real quick for the radio. As Bellamy will pick up the win. The loss will go to Wisman. Breathitt County had a 3-0 lead in the game when he went out. As
Congratulations to the Breathitt County Bobcats, 55th District champions.
for Wolfe County, 1 run. It was scored in the 4th. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error, 4 stranded for the Wolves for Breathitt County. 3 in the 1st, 3 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th. That's 10 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 6 stranded for Breathitt County. Only error, 1 error in the whole game. Wolfe County had that error. But, man, Breathitt County, what a time to play one of your best games
Absolutely.
of the year as the Bobcats win.
Congratulations to Breathitt County and Luke Bellamy. Isaac Bellamy, his complete game in a championship game, giving up only 1 run.
Yeah, the junior. And talking to Coach Combs, I was like, hey, who are you pitching tonight? He said, we're going to go with Bellamy. They've seen Andrew Combs twice this year. Of course, Combs got the loss in the first matchup, got the win, a 1-0 complete game shutout in game number 2 for Andrew Combs on the mound in the regular season matchup. But Bellamy, man, what a performance tonight for the junior from Breathitt County.
Outstanding.
Pitches the complete game, gave up the 1 run, got in trouble in the 4th, and did a good job to get out of that, only giving up the 1 run as Wolfe County had the bases loaded. Plated the 1, and that was all they would get. Breathitt County would go on to get the win, 10-1. Again, they draw this weekend sometime, I don't know, between tomorrow and Sunday. Once we have the matchups for the regional tournament, we will pass that along as, again, the regional tournament will be hosted by Perry Central, but the first-round games will be at Perry and Hazard. Same night on Monday, 2 games at Perry, 2 games at Hazard. Semifinals at Perry on Tuesday and the championship game at Perry on Wednesday. That's the schedule.
Are you thinking it'd be softball the same nights too?
Very well could be, but softball with Letcher Central, the host, I'm not sure that they're going to do all 4 games in one day unless they play it on a weekend, and they have done that in the past.
That's
I'm just
the
not sure.
penalty that comes to mind.
Yep, just not sure if that's how they're going to do it this time. So once again, for the radio, final score, 10-1, Breathitt County defeats Wolfe County. So we're going to sign it off there. If you want to watch the trophy ceremony, flip it over to our YouTube channel, WJSN 97.3. Search that on YouTube, and it'll pull it right up. Once again, Breathitt County defeats Wolfe County 10-1. Next broadcast for softball will be tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Breathitt County, Wolfe County, fast pitch softball championship game of the 55th District fast pitch tournament. So we're going to sign it off on radio for John Bunn, Lance Turner, and John Counts. I want to say thank you, Kevin Davidson, for running the board for us back at the station. For my colleague to my right, James Turner, I'm Stephen Neese. God is good.
All the time.
Take it away, Kevin Davidson.
I'll get it back. Friday.
Coach Matthew Riggs. Okay. Also, Marshall Spencer. Congratulations to the Wolves. Good luck in the 14th region tournament. And now for the team trophy for Wolfe County. Now for the Breathitt County Individual Awards. Board member Albert Little and Principal Daphne Noble will present the individual awards to the Bobcats. First of all, number 52, Robbie Turner.
I've been talking. He's coming around a little bit. Yeah, I know.
Man at Wheat Yard, Brady Tension. Andrew Combs. Sebastian Howard. Man with the win, Isaac Bellamy. Reese Cox. Hayden Combs. Eli Crisp. Blake Ritchie. Dylan Stacy. Miles Holland. Jaden Hudson. Jaden Hamilton. Chase Hobbs. Jacoby Little. Colby Burke. Coach Dustin Frazier. Ryan Cox. Coach Tim Gross. Kyle Crisp. Stephen Kelly. Coach Justin Combs. Don't know if we have any medals left. We also will announce Corey Peach Crisp, Jace Combs, and Lincoln Kelly. Now for your 55th District champions, the Breathitt County Bobcats.
And that'll conclude our broadcast here on YouTube. Once again, Breathitt County Bobcats, winners of the 55th District Tournament. They'll go to the 14th Region Tournament as a champion, and once we get the draw, we'll pass that along. So stay tuned to 97.3 WJSN. Again, regional tournament will start Monday, May 22nd. First round games at Perry Central and Hazard, with the semifinals and championship game at Perry Central on Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to sign it off. Again, Breathitt County defeats Wolfe County 10-1 in the 55th District Championship game